just insane how much I can empathize and understand what's going on in this anime. Imagine being extremely, shy. I used to be a huge introvert. I used to be really shy and socially awkward. And right here in this anime, we have this girl right here, the one with her hands up. Her name is Sayaka. So Sayaka here, socially awkward. She really doesn't know how to have friends. She's been sheltered all her life. And she might be, in her previous life, she might have been, an amputee. Yeah, it's insane. I think she was an amputee. I don't know, it hinted a little bit that she didn't have hands or legs. So imagine that. Imagine being an amputee and then being reincarnated. And you've always just been indoors. So right here, long story short, she was just trying to talk to one of her other guildmates named Riz or Rizu. Depending how you want to go with it. It's the blonde chick. And so right here, she gets completely ignored. Now, how many times have we been ignored, ladies and gentlemen? How many times have you been ignored in life? The times are endless. The times, it just continues. It never goes away. You're gonna get ignored by people left and right. Some people are not gonna give two shits of what you gotta say. And it's even harder in real life. Like, people are strangers. Everyone around you is a stranger other than your family. And even then, family ignores the shit out of you. You know exactly how this feels. Now, this anime right here is about this ugly bastard right here. Uglymug, ugly man, Epicfighter. And he's been ugly his entire life. So he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna be ugly in this game. And as a salesperson, can you imagine that? Being ugly as a salesperson, who's gonna buy shit from you? So he had to have real good lip service. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the key. That is the superpower of being ugly. You must master other skills, guys. You have to. I've been there. I've done that. I've had a pizza face. And even right now, subjectively, some of you, might think I'm ugly too. I don't give two shits. You must grow a superpower from your weaknesses. And from this dude right here, everyone's like, he looks like a monster. We are monsters. Who cares? Then right here, she's obviously really sorry about, having ignored Sayaka and her, just trying to get a name out of her, trying to get a response about, hey, how do you like the nickname? So anyways, guys, this anime just speaks to me on a higher plane, on a higher level, because I understand exactly how this man feels. Well then, you could respond at least. How many emails, how many texts have you sent out and got no response? They're endless, aren't they? They're endless. As a former NEET, as a former low-key Hikakamaru, being completely ignored is actually really tough. Actually really tough. It tears you apart, doesn't it? But don't allow it to tear. Like, guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, don't allow it to tear you apart. Don't. The one thing you shouldn't ignore is yourself. That's where things change, guys. Your perspective changes. And this guy has mastered his ugliness. That's the key, guys. You have to master your ugliness. You don't realize how it's a superpower. You don't realize that it actually sharpens your senses. Now you're aware of your surroundings. But how about this, guys? How about you become aware of yourself? Don't ignore yourself. Like, it's great if you want to have friends. It's great if you want to have family. It's great you want responses from your friends. It's great that you want responses from your family. We all want these things. The one thing you can't control is responding to yourself. If you don't feel good about sitting down all day, that's the sign you should get up and work out. If like this dude, he chose, within his isekai, within his context, he chose to be fat because he can, max out his other skills. So, there's really, you got to be able to, separate reality from just, pure fiction. You can't just be fat and ugly and you think it's going to be all right. No, guys, if you're ugly, you got to get in shape, right? First of all, You know, so I technically work out almost every day now. And right here, I'm making my YouTube. I'm practicing my speech. I'm practicing how to be a better person. You know, a better attitude, positive. You know, I'm trying to get 8 hours of sleep. Trying to do better in life. Trying to hone other skills, guys. You know, okay, so you get ignored. But don't ignore the signals that your body's sending you. Stop sleeping so much. Stop just sitting down all day. Stop just being a slouch. Yeah, we're ugly. But that doesn't mean we gotta be lazy. That doesn't mean we gotta be fat. You know, within this anime, I could just understand this guy where he's coming from. Because I've been there. I've done that. And I'm tired of it. And we're no longer gonna make being ugly an excuse. You don't have to be proud of it. You can be proud of your ugliness. Like this dude right here. He made it into a superpower. Now he knows if people are genuine. Now you know if someone's genuine. Because if you're good looking, you don't know who to trust. You don't know who's actually genuine. They're just treating you like that because your looks are, your looks are gonna not show you the real person. They're not. Down the road, the real person's gonna show up. So this is just such a beautiful anime right here. They already made up. You know, this anime is just you can just vibe with it. It really is just a vibe. It was actually such a great episode. So like I said, this is called Uglymug Epicfighter. I just got done watching episode 3. As of right now, obviously when this video comes out, it's probably already been like damn near a month since I've seen this anime. Episode 3. Well, it is what it is. But yeah, guys, this anime just, I don't know, man. It's just so weird being able to low-key relate, but high-key know. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, then you're gonna find out.